Whoa, what's this? An actual guide from Tails Nexus? Well, kinda? Maybe? I mean, technically? You see, one could never tell that I'm a huge fan of Team Sonic Racing. After the events of Team Sonic Racing, CEO responsible for Team Sonic comes from Team Sonic Racing of all places. I plead the fifth? Australia doesn't even use that, but you can't prove anything. Anyway, I love Team Sonic Racing, and if you do too, then you already know the best car type is Technique. The ability to drive over any terrain without slowing down, that's not just handy, that's illegal in most racing leagues. Now, technically, this guide could apply to Rouge, Silver, the Chao, and Eggman too, but let's be honest, Tails is clearly the best Technique racer of the bunch. I'm definitely not biased. Welcome to Tails Nexus, the only place where the guy running the show has an unhealthy obsession with a racing game featuring a blue hedgehog, his twin-tailed bestie, and their triangle-shaped bicep buddy. Today, we're diving into the top 5 best tracks for Tails in Team Sonic Racing. And just like every good scientific study, my scoring criteria is 1. Can Tails cheese the tracks using terrain shortcuts? 2. How many rings can Tails vacuum into his infinite bank account? And 3. Did I have fun? Yeah, real objective. Put me on the Olympic judging panel. So, strap in, grab some wisps, and let's see where Tails absolutely dominates the road, and where he just gets gapped by Big the Cat for the 7th time in a row. It happened once and I'm still recovering. First up, we have Bingo Party. Ah yes, Casino Park. Fun fact, Tails is actually banned from here. Not because he was losing, no, because he was counting cards and winning too much. The casino couldn't keep up. Anyway, Bingo Party is an absolute ring buffet. Like, the whole track is just one giant golden snack aisle and Tails has the supermarket loyalty card. Now, sure, there's not a single patch of terrain that benefits Technique types, which technically makes it a weird pick for this list, but Technique types like Tails have built-in ring magnet tech. And this track throws rings at you like you just won the jackpot at a slot machine. The more rings you eat, the faster you go. And with how many Tails can scoop up here, you're about to hit light speed and leave even Sonic blinking in confusion. There's also this beautiful little section that's just prime T-bone collision territory. You can flatten Eggman, get flattened by Knuckles, and the game won't even pretend to care he's on your team. Team mechanics? Never heard of her. And don't let the sparkly lights fool you. This track will punish you for going too fast. It's one of those rare moments of the game's like, whoa there, hotshot. This is a racing game, but you're having a little too much fun.
But I thought the goal was
to go fast? Pfft, that's Sonic's things, pal. Know your role. Now, I may have found a shortcut here, a very legitimate, totally intentional, definitely replicable shortcut that I will never be able to pull off again. But hey, it happened once, and that's good enough for me to pretend I'm cracked at this game. Anyway, let's shift gears and slide into number 4 on the list. Next up, Hidden Volcano. Somehow this track got lumped in with the ice stage. Why? Because there's ice in the volcano? Sure, Sonic Team, I'll let it slide. Just like with sliding around in all the frozen terrain that shouldn't be in a volcano. While there aren't as many rings here as in Bingo Party, this course more than makes up for it with all the hazardous terrain. One section in particular is just a thin, twisty, safe path surrounded by lava, and guess what? Tails can just skip it. Yep, the fox just levitates, ignores the road, and breaks every traffic law known to Mobius. The only patrol out here is Sky Patrol. And it gets better, there's another lava-filled segment halfway through the race that, once again, Tails can just fly over like it's nothing. I mean, great for him, terrifying for me. One rogue ember touches him, and poof, instant barbecued fox. Oh, and please ignore me while I learn a totally strategic new tech here where I throw myself off the side of the track to skip an entire jump sequence. Yes, it works. No, I don't know how. But my favorite part? The shortcut that's literally a leap of faith. The game just expects you to know that if you yeet yourself off this one very specific part of the track, you'll land way ahead of everyone else. Incredible. 10 out of 10 level design, no notes. Not much else to add here. It's a big volcano full of dangerous lava, weird ice, and skipped responsibilities. So with that, let's take a look at the number 3 spot. Coming in at number 3, Doctor's Mine. Now this track? If you're running a Technique type, the moment the race starts, the map just hands you a shortcut, no strings attached. The Technique route near the beginning lets you skip a third of the entire course. No puzzle, no gimmick, just a big ol' hey, you wanna win? Go this way, and I will, thank you very much. Sure, the path is a little shy on rings, but who cares when you can bypass most of the chaos and leapfrog from last place to top 3 in under 15 seconds? That's absolute madness. It's like the game briefly forgets what balance is and lets technique types pop off. And don't even get me started on the drifts. Every corner on that route is a drift lover's paradise. You can chain them one after another like some kind of high-speed dance number, just sliding past crab meats like they're background extras in your highlight reel. Now, there are a few hazards, like the giant saw blades that swing back and forth menacingly, but honestly, they're more bark than bite. Half the time they're just there for dramatic flair. Still, one wrong move and you're gonna be feeling that respawn delay. Oh, and on a personal note to all my fellow Tails mains out there, I've made it my mission to use this track specifically to bully Shadow. Nothing personal, just vengeance, you understand. Doctor's Mind is a chaotic shortcut buffet, and if you know what you're doing, it rewards you hard. But that's all for now, let's glide to our number 2 spot. Now, if you're afraid of ghosts, then don't worry, this level has none. Zip, nada. Not a single spectral being in sight, but who cares? It's Haunted Castle! Ooh, spooky! Okay, look, the only thing terrifying about this place is how absurdly far ahead I end up compared to everyone else. And no, it's not because the rest of the races need to retake driver's ed, it's because Tails and other technique types are disgustingly overpowered on this map. Power types, they crumble. The tight narrow corners turn their big heavy handling into a full-on nightmare. Speed types, good luck champs, a random sewer pipe will eject you straight into terrain you're not even allowed to touch. Meanwhile, I'm just cruising past like it's a guided castle tour. And the rings? Oh boy, this map is practically an all-you-can-eat golden buffet. You want 10? 15? More? Haunted Castle says, go ahead, take it all. No joke, playing this track feels like I'm racing against phantoms. The only time I see the other races is at the starting line. After that, it's just me, the track, and my unstoppable smug grin. And listen, I had a hard time deciding whether this or the number 1 pick deserved the crown. Haunted Castle makes a strong case. There's this one section with a sewer filled with the nasty green toxic goop. Touch it as a power or speed type, and boom, you're slowed down to a crawl. Technique types, we just waltz through it like we own the place. Oh, and just when you think it couldn't get more cursed, the map throws in air vents that'll blow you directly into the goop if you're not careful. It's like the track itself is trying to sabotage everyone except technique players. But hey, I'm not complaining. I love about that picks favorites and happens to pick me. Now, before we get to number 1, let's take a moment to remember the chaos we've conquered so far. Bingo Party kicked off things with wild turns, random bounces, and more rings in a Sonic jewelry store. Hidden Volcano brought the heat and the ice, then let Tails casually ignore all road rules like an airborne outlaw. Doctor's Mind handed out game-breaking shortcuts like candy to anyone with a technique and a dream. And Haunted Castle, a track so one-sided, it's practically a solo time trial with some toxic sludge for flavor. So the question is, if these tracks didn't take the top spot, what could possibly be worthy of number 1? Get ready, because the next track doesn't just dominate, it outlines the power of technique types. Taking the throne at number 1, the map, the myth, the technique type fever dream, Sand Road. This track? Oh, this track. Let me be real with you. Sand Road is not just a race course. It's a message, a declaration, a formal dusty letter addressed to speed and tower types that simply says, get wrecked. This map is the bane of anyone who dares show up without a technique badge. The moment the race starts, it's like the sand parts itself for the technique players like some sort of biblical miracle. The others, they get shoved into the slow lane like peasants. There is, no exaggeration, an entire half of the map that is just a technique exclusive straight line. No turns, no hazards, no nonsense, just pure, uninterrupted victory. While the rest of the races are out there doing taxes in the obstacle course of misery, I'm out here gliding down the golden carpet like it's prom night. And listen, one of my friends, bless his optimistic heart, wanted to join me in my Sand Road crusade. He picks a speed type. I say nothing, I let it happen. Cut to 2 minutes into the race, he's sobbing in the slow lane while I'm drifting through ring after ring like I'm being paid in Chaos Emeralds. We haven't spoken since. Speaking of rings, this map does not hold back. It's like the developers said, you know what this desert needs? 1,000 rings and 0 accountability. You can come out of the first lap fully loaded with max rings like you just robbed the gun treasury. And those corners? Tight. I'm talking Mario Kart Rainbow Road without rails tight. But guess what? To a technique type, those corners are just optional flavor. You drift around them effortlessly while everyone else is ping-ponging off the walls like a Sonic spinball machine. Honestly, it almost feels illegal how good this map is if you're playing Tails. At this point, I'm not even racing, I'm conducting a masterclass in desert domination. I'm flying through shortcuts, bouncing through ring paths, and doing victory donuts before the final lap starts. Sandro doesn't just favor technique types, it worships them. This isn't a fair race. This is a celebration of the fact that someone, somewhere in the Sonic Team dev office was like, hey, what if we made a map where everyone but Tails just cries? And to that dev, I salute you. And there you have it, folks, the definitive list of Tails-approved tracks in Team Sonic Racing, patent pending, legally binding, and 100% backed by science I made up this morning. Whether you're cheesing terrain, hoarding rings like a shiny little goblin, or just vibing at Mark 12, these are the maps where Tails thrives. But hey, maybe I missed your favorite track. Maybe you're a Lost Palace purist or a Whale Lagoon war criminal. Either way, I want to hear about it. Drop your spicy takes in the comments, and let's argue about cartoon box racing logistics like the extremely well-adjusted adults we are. If you like this video, consider leaving a like, sharing it around, and checking out my other chaotic love letters to Sonic spin-offs. Oh, and hit that subscribe button like it stole your boost wisps. And as always, keep flying high.